Hey guys, today is World Heart Day 2023. I know I haven't shared my story in a while, so I thought that I would just pop on here and give you guys a little rundown of what World Heart Day means to me and why I share my story. So, when my mom was pregnant with me back in 1998 and 1999, her anatomy scan revealed that my heart was not developing properly. She says that it was twisted upside down and backwards, so they couldn't fully tell what my diagnosis would be, but they went ahead and diagnosed me with hypoplastic left heart syndrome. That basically means that I only have half a heart. I also have double outlet right ventricle and some other things, but basically I have Fontan anatomy, which means that my blood flows backwards than normal. During my heart surgeries, they had to reroute my entire circulatory system, so I have completely different anatomy than any normal person. My parents were very lucky that they found out about this before I was born because they were able to do research and find out where the best hospital for me would be. They were actually encouraged to terminate the pregnancy, but thankfully they did not do that. They were told that if I am born alive, they can put me on the transplant list, have me go through 3 open heart surgeries, or just take me home and do comfort care and just make me as comfortable as possible until I pass away, because you can't live very long without doing some type of intervention with this condition. There is a crow right on top of my neighbor's house. I thought that it'd be nice and peaceful out here, but I'm gonna keep talking and hopefully you can still hear me. They ultimately chose to go through with the surgeries because the man that developed the surgeries was actually still practicing, and my dad was in the Army when I was born and he was stationed in Savannah, Georgia. But the man that developed the surgeries I needed was practicing in Delaware. So I was actually born in Delaware. I had my first open heart surgery when I was 2 days old. And in the recovery for that, I actually developed a major staph infection and I needed 2 extra open heart surgeries to get that out of my system and help me heal from that. So I ended up having 5 open heart surgeries. I can make a video about each separate surgery on its own and go more in depth on them, but the first one is called the Norwood. Then my second and third were to get the staph infection out. The fourth one, they can either do, that's supposed to be the second surgery in the procedure. It's either, they can either do the Hemi-Fontan or the Glen. I honestly think I had the Hemi-Fontan, but I can't remember. I'm gonna have to go back and look through emails. If you don't know, my mom's sister sent out family emails during this time, so I actually have like physical things that I can look back on and see what I was going through, how I was doing, all that kind of stuff. And then the last surgery is called the Fontan, and that's where they reroute everything just so that all the changes they made in your heart can work with your entire body. Some patients can wait until they're like 3 to 5 years old for the Fontan. I had mine done when I was 18 months old, and I think at the time I was the youngest one to get that done, or maybe the youngest at that hospital. Something had to do with me being the youngest one to get that done. And the Fontan does also affect other major abdominal organs. So now that I'm older, I've gone through puberty, I'm fully grown, all that kind of stuff, I am seen by a liver doctor as well, just so we can monitor changes as I'm getting older, because I am fully an adult now. I really want to get back into making content about my heart and educating people, because there are still way too many people born with congenital heart defects that do not get to live a full life, that pass away way too early, and it's just not fair. And I want to make everyone aware so that we can fund research and let people live longer, fuller lives, even if they're born with all the odds against them. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I will do my best to answer them all. Even if I have to do extra research, I will do that for you guys.